Hello One Bag Travelers. I'm going to do a quick packing demo with a Tortuga Set Out travel duffel with all of the gear, clothes that you see in the table here. And this is a setup for at least a 2+ week trip to somewhere with a cold weather climate. To quickly go through everything I have here, 1 pair of jeans, 2 merino wool button-up shirts, 2 pairs of synthetic travel pants, outdoor research rain jacket, Arc'teryx puffy jacket, 2 Patagonia midweight crew thermal underwear tops, Patagonia thermal underweight bottoms. I have a pair of Darn Tough socks, a pair of Smart Wool merino wool socks. I have 2 merino wool t-shirts and this Patagonia thin synthetic Cool Trail t-shirt, Sea to Summit toiletry kit, 6 pairs of underwear. Miscellaneous items, I have an 8-inch Kindle Fire, this REI TSA lock, mini flashlight, a small carabiner, and keychain clip for the locks, keys, this little Leatherman TSA approved multi-tool, a couple of chargers, battery pack, Google Pixel, this Epicta universal travel charger, foldable vapor water bottle, this 16-liter Matador day pack, sunglasses, and this little Bond travel wallet where I have a notebook, pen and pencils, and my passport. The Set Out travel duffel has a lot of external organizational pockets and compartments, as well as a large main compartment in the middle. There's a lot of different ways that you could pack this bag, so I'm going to show you a couple different methods using a predominantly packing cube method with these large Eagle Creek medium-sized packing cubes. They're going to take up most of the space in it. And then I'll show you another method where you're only using a couple of smaller expandable packing cubes for your small clothing items, and then the rest of it you're going to do stuff like this, fold your jeans and bulky items and stick them on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and pack most of the clothes into these large packing cubes here and then skip ahead to show you how I've used them to pack the bag. So I was pretty much able to fit all the clothes except for the bulky items into these 2 packing cubes. In this red one I have the pants, the long sleeve shirts, and then the thermal underwear top and bottom. In this other one I have the t-shirts, socks and underwear, and then the other set of thermal underwear top. These are the same packing cubes that I usually use to pack most of my clamshell style travel backpacks. And generally for about a 35-liter bag, these things usually fit in there pretty easily, take up most of the room of the bag. But as you'll see, the Set Out duffel obviously has a different setup than a clamshell backpack. So you can't put these things in here this way, not enough room on the bottom of the bag. So if you are gonna use these kind of big, long packing cubes, you kind of have to stack them in here this way. And they do fit in there pretty good, but you could potentially have some weight distribution problems. So I'm picking up the bag in the middle and it definitely leans really far to the right. Depending on what kind of items you put in this other side, you might have some issues with a lot more of the weight being on one side of the bag than the other. So with this setup, it's pretty easy to pack the rest of the bag. I kind of have a large end open over here. I decided not to use shoes just for sake of demonstration, but the rest of these items, I have this kind of bulky pair of jeans kind of rolled up right there. And then rain jacket, the Arc'teryx puffy jacket, but you can definitely squish that thing down a little bit more if you wanted to. And then this little Sea to Summit toiletry bag. I have enough room on the top here for a few extra items if I wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary to overpack the bag. And then the rest of the small items and electronics will easily fit in all these external organizational pockets. The Set Out duffel laptop compartment is only big enough for a 13-inch laptop, so I decided not to bring one because all I have is a 15-inch laptop. So I'm going to use this laptop sleeve for my 8-inch tablet here, sunglasses, and then there's no external water bottle pocket on the Set Out duffel, so you can bring a regular refillable water bottle and just plenty of room in the main compartment. Or I'm using this little foldable vapor water bottle, which you can pretty much stick anywhere. And then cell phone in the hidden pocket right there. And I am gonna go ahead and put, this is a little mini foldable Matador 16-liter day pack, and also put that in the main compartment. And now this other side of the bag is more of a school backpack organization. This is Pretty good for a lot of small items, pens and pencils, kind of small electronics. So with a travel charger, battery pack, a couple of the charging cords. I have this little padlock, keys, and then I have these little mini carabiner and clip. I don't want to lose them because I'm going to use them to secure the zippers. So I'm going to put them in this zippered pocket also. And then a couple other little mini accessories I'll stick down here also in these small pockets. And then little Bond travel wallet fits right in there. One thing you definitely need to worry about when packing the set out duffel are the dimensions. Without anything in this bag, it's 22 inches long by 12 by 9 inches wide. But because this fabric is pretty loose, you can overstuff this bag and fit a lot more in there and expand the dimensions out. So, an example, I have this tape measure set to be 9 inches right here on the edge of the tape. And you can see the duffel bag, if it's not overpacked, 9 inches is pretty small. So if I kind of squish this bag down, you know, I could pretty easily fit this thing into the little container at the airline, but I could have fit a lot more in here, and you could pretty easily expand this bag out and get the dimensions that are gonna be way bigger than 9 inches and are not gonna fit, and you might have to check the bag. So to kind of help prevent you from doing that, when you're packing this bag, I can see it'd be pretty easy to make this bag get really wide on the width because it has all these external pockets, and you can just kind of fill these things up, stuff all these pockets full, and then your duffel bag is gonna be way too wide. So what you wanna do, make sure you're not overpacking the bag, and then try to pack this main compartment up to the top, you know, go up instead of out as much as possible. This next method is basically the same as the first method, but I'm gonna, instead of using 2 big packing cubes, I'm gonna use these 2 smaller, kind of expandable compression packing cubes. And these are about 10 inches by 7 inches. And the expansion goes from about 4 inches down to maybe 2.5, 3 inches. And this method is gonna rely a little bit more on rolling your clothes tighter, trying to get them into these packing cubes, compressing them to take up less room. And then there's gonna be a lot more items, the bigger bulky items, which we're gonna roll and stick in the end without packing cubes. So this is all those same clothes kind of packed a little bit differently. I was able to get a lot more into these 2 smaller packing cubes than I thought I would. I did a little bit more rolling, and they have really good compression on them. So those are packed pretty full, and I was able to get all the t-shirts, socks and underwear, the 2 pairs of pants, the thinner pants, and then 1 set of the thermal tops and then thermal bottoms in there. And then the rest of the stuff I have left over are the puffy jacket, the 2 long sleeve shirts, a pair of jeans, rain jacket, 1 of the Patagonia thermal tops, and then day pack and toiletry kit. I'm gonna keep all the electronics and stuff are still in all these outside pockets. There's no reason to repack those, but I wanted to show you what the interior compartment looks like with these 2 kind of smaller packing cubes instead of those 2 big ones. It gives you a few more options as far as packing this duffel bag. And these things are small enough you can fit them in there kind of horizontally or vertically, either way you want. And you could also fit them kind of side by side on one side of the bag, or kind of a little bit of a stretch to do lengthwise, but you could put them kind of this way if you wanted them to put on one side of the bag. But I'm just gonna kind of pack them both like that, kind of together horizontally on this side of the bag. The rest of the stuff I'm just gonna kind of pack over on this side of the bag. Go ahead and put the shirts in first. They're merino wool, so they're not really gonna wrinkle. Do the jeans, rain jacket, this shirt, puffy jacket, and then little Matador day pack, and the toiletry kit. There's enough room on the top over there. So that's everything I had packed there on the table, all in the set out duffel. Good, kind of, not really minimalist packing gear, but good set of gear for 2+ weeks travel somewhere with a cold weather climate. Lots of puffy jackets, thermal underwear, decent amount of electronics, stuff like that. And this thing feels pretty decent with all that weight in there. Nice big puffy shoulder strap, pretty comfortable to wear. So I have a little travel scale here that goes down to the 100th of a pound, and I'm kind of curious to see how much all that stuff weighs. Pack this bag pretty full, and the set out duffel on its own is kind of heavy at about 3.8 pounds. So let's see what this thing weighs with everything in there. That's 16.8 pounds total, which is 7.62 kilograms. So not too bad, but a little bit heavy if you're gonna try to bring this thing on a budget airline, Asian airline or something like that. They usually have weight restrictions about 7 kilograms. So this is a little bit over. I think you could do a little bit better to pack this thing down a little bit smaller, but not too bad. That's all I have for the set out travel duffel packing demo. If you have any questions, you wanna see this thing packed any other way, other packing demos or reviews, then let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to kind of help you out and answer any questions any way I can. And again, if you liked videos like this, then please subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.